Trying the command. It's been a long time since I've used those. But yeah, I guess I'll have to check from the phone if it works or not. It did say that it switched the scenes, so I'm assuming you guys can see and hear. But let's see. Okay, it seems to be working. Hello guys. Thank you Skelly for being not first. Nat for being... Oh sorry. I got it all the way wrong. Can't believe this, guys. At least the cards are reset, so you guys can give me the appropriate cards for this fuck up. Can't believe it. So yeah, thank you Skelly for being first and Nat for being not first. Hello, 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 hello. I was thinking I could start. Ekuna is also there. She's collecting leaves. Also, I noticed that the tripod is once again a bit loose. So you guys are a bit wiggly, but trying to remember where do I need to tighten it. Let's actually see. Do I have the tools for this? Can't believe the cards immediately, guys. Also, hello Frutality. I think it's that screw that needs tightening. Maybe we'll just have you guys wiggle a little bit. I guess if it's like stationary, it shouldn't be too bad. But yeah, I was thinking, do I start with like carrying those concrete bags? Because there's like two options for how to do that. One would be to switch Avant back to using the scoop, but then again I don't know if that's wet. It could be that the scoop is wet, and I guess the other option would be to use the wheelbarrow. So I was thinking I could just like take them with the wheelbarrow, because I guess I could do like 2 at a time or so. And that I think would be okay. There's people saying hello Eguna. I don't know if Eguna is listening on the stream, so I will pass the hellos when we talk to her. Eguna, we got a big weed in front of the camera. Do something about him, please. What do you mean him? Surely you're not implicating I am the weed. Surely. Diabolical. But yeah, it is once again a bit chilly here. It's once again I have the same kind of gloves I had before, so my hands are already freezing. I learned nothing from Friday. I just realized that I do have actually gloves back home. They are not like work gloves, but they would still work better than these do. So yeah, no lessons were learned. But yeah, I was thinking if I place you guys, let's say somewhere here. I think this would work. Surely not. But yeah, if you guys are here, is the horizon twisted? It is a bit. Is it actually? Maybe it's not too bad. So yeah, I would then come in with a wheelbarrow somewhere here and take them 2 at a time. I think that would work somewhat okay. So yeah, let's get that one. Also, I think I need a knife or something to open that package. But yeah, let's warm up the muscles with some wheelbarrow action. This will actually bring back memories, because my like childhood and teenage years was mostly the work that we were helping our parents with, was like wheelbarrowing stuff one way or the other. So this is something we are, or at least I am used to. But yeah, how are you guys? What's up with you? You guys now have a wide view of what's happening on the plot. So Egona is collecting leaves so that we can place the fabrics there. So we have to make sure there's no organic stuff inside before we do that. And then I guess it's shoveling time, because we have to get rid of some of the excess gravel inside the what's like the closest to you guys now on the garage building. I wonder how many bags can I put in. These are 25 kilo bags, there's 10 of them, so 2 would be 50 and so on and so forth. Folding laundry, Sunday chores and whatnot, very nice. Very nice. But yeah, these are wheelbarrows from Eguna's father, we have borrowed them. Borrowed wheelbarrows. But yeah, now we would need to cut this plastic thingy off so that we don't like pour the water inwards. I would also like not want to get my gloves wet, but I doubt there's a realistic way of doing this without getting gloves wet, so I'm just happy if those bags don't get wet. But I'm trying to open this so that it would get all the water away. Also, I'm assuming you guys are getting some pleasant ASMR, so apologies for that. I love these knives of ours. They're like the sharpest tools, I swear. Hello. But yeah, since it was raining on Friday, that's why I left these here, because there's like you can see there's like a proper plastic here on top of them. So they are not wet even if it was raining here all day, every day. So now that it's not raining, I can come in here and rescue these guys. Guys, my gloves, they are wet. Who would have thunk? Let's try to get this plastic onto the gravel rather than the sand, because I think in here it might dry a little bit before we put it in the car. Guys, why are you holding it from that corner? Why do you do this to me? What the hell? I have made a knot. Diabolical. But yeah, I'm feeling like it will be once again a low energy stream, but we'll see. We'll see how much energy we can manifest. But yeah, again, asking them to put on the plastic was a really wise choice, because as you can see, these are like completely dry compared to these plastics, of course. Put some gravel on it, so hopefully it doesn't fly away. Maybe I should put it on that corner, because the wind is coming from where you are. Like so. But yeah, so then we have these bags of concrete powder to move. Can't believe Seribot is no longer doing its thing and getting rid of these. I guess they have like changed the wording on that just enough. I don't know what were they advertising before, because now it's best viewers. I wonder what it was before that. So yeah, for those wondering, there's like a bot implying that you guys are not the best viewers. Can't believe this. Diabolical. So let me take care of that. I'm so slow with this. Guys, I'm the slowest mod. I guess the IRL setup here doesn't help. Wait, why am I not seeing the message now? What the hell? Wait, did it get removed or? I don't see it no longer. Well, I guess that's all good. Construction shouldn't be too easy, so we need to slow you down a bit. Can't believe this. Can't believe you're like adding difficulty to this stuff. But yeah, so these 10 bags we would need to get to the paukku so that they would be safe from weather. And they are 25 kilos each. Which is actually quite nice, because if it was any more than that, it would be like a pain in the ass to move. I like how there's like immediately like dusty, sandy thingy coming out of them. Maybe 2 bags each is enough. Yeah, I think this is already good. Because again, these wheelbarrows are not like heavy duty ones. These are like garden wheelbarrows. So I think 50 kilos is plenty here. I remember as a kid we used to like overload the wheelbarrows just to like see how strong we were, and like we were, you know, going crazy with them. But then I remember my grandparents that lived right next to my parents, like, and the neighbors. They had like these heavy duty wheelbarrows. They were like for concrete and stuff. So those could be used for some heavy stuff. So yep, let's move these first in here. Wonder if I should prop the door open with something. I'm assuming you still see me because you guys have the widest of view. Let's prop the door open. It's quite windy here today, so the door otherwise would probably fly back and forth. Yeah, I'm inside here now thinking where do we place them. I guess that's one spot. But I don't know if they all fit in there. Let's start with that spot. Again, guys, remember, always lift with your back. Wait, what? And not at all with your legs. That's the first one delivered. 1 out of 10, guys. 1 out of 10. I feel like I'm actually lifting with my back only. I guess the 25 kilos is there on the borderline, if that's okay or not. But yeah, maybe the 10 will fit there. But yeah, so first 2 delivered, guys. I'm coming back. But yeah, I wonder how heavy because I think it was like 1,300 something kilos, or was it almost 1,400 kilos, is that whole thing. And after we remove the 10 of these, it's gonna be 250 kilos lighter. So it will still be over 1,000 kilos. So we would still need to get rid of some of the stones before Avant can lift this guy. Back again, guys. Can you help? Can't believe no one's offering help. Again, I think 2 will be enough. So let's move on. But yeah, so today we'll hopefully place some of the filter fabric, the white one you can see around this. But we would also like to place those inside everywhere. So that's the goal of today, is to get the garage building. There's gonna be a lot of shovel ASMR for you guys, for your pleasure. Oh dear, there's the pronunciation flex. Also I see Frutality reached 5 stream streak. Why didn't I get I didn't see it anywhere else than apparently only in the activity feed. I guess that's good, I didn't just check this. Apologies for that if Owen is still here. Much appreciated. 5 stream streak is I think one of the largest ones here. Although I wonder if there's like lurkers and people that have a larger one and a longer streak, I mean. But yeah, so the Laura, which is the Finnish way to say it, and I guess Lara would be the Finnish way to say the other one, but compared to how you said it, because you were saying Laura, and I guess the Lara was pretty much the same, but in Finnish the first name Laura. Oh, what happened to that chair, guys? What the hell? But yeah, so for example, Mohis, you know, the Akka that has been here on the stream, his wife is called Laura. So the way you said Lara is close enough, but you have to put the U in there, so Laura. And that's how you do it. Laura. Yeah, that's how you said it. I don't know, because I was thinking also like on your stream, like how would I spell it so that you would pronounce it correct, but I don't know, like if I say Laura, how would you spell that? Like, is there a letter for you sounding similar? I can't believe this. Can't believe this. But yeah guys, 4 out of 10 delivered. Gamer lungs are activating. I was going to blow my nose. Are there many common Finnish names? Well, yeah, I guess I would say obviously, but I don't know, like there's some sort of common names that could work in English as well, like which of course are mostly coming from like English. For example, like Max with the X at the end is sort of like a newish name. And I guess that's like international sort of common here. Also something like a dog name, which I guess is diabolical. But yeah, there's like Tommi, Mikko, Ville, all those kind of like, I guess Ilkka is also one. Olli, there's like plenty of those. For me it's easier to come up with male names from just like friends and stuff. Max is a great dog name, yeah that is true. We also have a person called Max here in the chat, or has been here every now and then, so no banter, guys. Can't believe this. But yeah, so there's like, I don't know, like how many of, like let's say Tommi for example, so it's Tommi. That's a common Finnish man's first name. So I don't know if that's like something that would, maybe like with the Y in the end would be the international version, so Tommy with like a, I guess it's Y, yeah, at the end instead of the I. So it would be otherwise the same. There we go. I also noticed that these bags have like these miniature holes in there. So I'm assuming it's to let it breathe, sort of. So again, if it had gotten water, it would have been diabolical, because then it would have been like one stiff block. Yeah, I guess so. Tommy, Tom, Thomas, Yeah, I guess for Thomas we have Tuomas, which is Tuomas. So it's like sounding similar. It's like spelled completely different, of course, but yeah, Tuomas is another common name. I think maybe was it the name of the excavator driver we had at the start of this. Yeah, Tuomas, exactly like that. So that would be another common Finnish male's first name. But yeah, that's like Tuomas is similar to how you say Thomas. So I guess those are sort of similar. And then I guess for like female name we have like Hanna. I guess you guys have the Hannah, so you have the H in the end as well, but we just have the Hanna. There's like different versions from that, I guess. And then we have, for example, Mari, which is Mari, and you guys have it with the Y in the end, so like Mary. So there's similar ones, just spelled a little different. Again, I'm lifting with my back only, guys. Maybe I'll put these into piles of 5 instead of like one extremely tall pile of 10. Because if that thing like topples over, it's gonna be diabolical. But yeah, I guess Ekuna is finished with the leaf picking. Moving on to raking that one side. Really nice. Very good. But yeah, there's gonna be, I'm assuming, hella shovel ASMR for you guys after I'm done with these bags. What will be the state of the back by the end of the build? You mean the backyard? There is a plan for how we want that to look, and there's like a terrace and like some pathway, and there would be like a greenhouse at the very end of that right side, and then there's the shed on the left side. But yeah, we are we are so far from that we'll see. It might that the plans change before we get to that. I find it somewhat likely that there's change of plans for the backyard. I guess in most cases when you're building, let's say in a smaller plot, you're like stressing about it because of like there's less room to move to the back of the plot. So if you have something like large that you need to do there, you have to do it before the house because you like lose access to the back of the plot. But we have this road here on the left, so I'm not really worried about if the plan changes or not, because we still can like do whatever here on the back. Even like larger, like an excavator and stuff should still fit here if we would need it. Again, I hope we don't. Oh yeah, I totally meant your spine, but I was like here in my backyard. Very nice. Seems creation. Oh yeah, my back, I was already joking because by like building permit stuff required us to like make plans for if there's a wheelchair user in the house. So we don't have to like make a ramp for the house, but we have to make sure that there's a, like, what would you say it, like there's a designated spot for it, so if the need would ever arise it would be easy to add. So for my back I am completely 100% sure that I'll be in a wheelchair by the end of this construction, and we actually need to start immediately making changes to accommodate for my sudden wheelchair need. So yeah, that's the thing. Because yeah, every new construction needs to accommodate, or at least have the possibility to, with like small changes. be accessible. So there has to be like a toilet with enough room in the middle of it so that you have like a 1 meter circle, and that's for you being able to turn around with a wheelchair. So we have one bathroom large enough for that and all that stuff. And also like the entrance has to have large enough space that there's a room for the ramp to be in. So for us it would be this left side is where the ramp would go into the house. But again, we won't be building the ramp if we don't need it. Just that it has to be taken in account when doing the plans, which I feel is smart. Like I've seen some people complain about it, but I don't really see why. Like preparation, I don't see. It's like not like expensive either. Like if you have trouble planning for a ramp to your entrance, then I feel like you have larger issues than the need for it. Because if you have such a small cramped up space for the entrance that there's no way to get a ramp connected, then I feel like you have larger issues than the need for it. And I guess the biggest reason for that, like why it's required in the building permit thing, is that in many cases the city has to come in and help. So let's say that you get paralyzed something, or like whatever, something mobility related. You need, let's say, like handles for your like sauna and showers and stuff, so that you can like lift yourself up. So for those, I think at least it could be that it's not the city, but it's like the government or whatever, that they come in and help with the expenses. But it's also because of like, if you tackle those issues already in planning, it's so much cheaper to do than if it's like not taken into account and you have to like make larger changes. What are those tiles for? That's for the plan was to use those to have some weight on those tarps, or what was it, tarpaulin. So again we put these planks on top of these rebar spikes, and then the plan is to put some tarp or tarpaulin on those. And those stones I was thinking that we would use as weights to keep those tarpaulins in place, because we will have like a 165 meters of tarpaulin everywhere, like in a roof fashion on top of these rebars. So to keep the wind from blowing those around, I was thinking that we get a pile of stones. But now that I saw how wide the tarpaulin is, we'll see if they actually like go to the ground. So if we can use those or not. But yeah, that was the idea. That was the idea behind them. But I guess we sort of have now decided what the pathways etc. will be in the house. Seeing that we have like 100 plus of those stones there already. I think it was like 120. So yeah, that's what those are for. There's still one more bag, guys. Do I have the strength? Do I have the strength to do it? But yes, I think we'll have to remove some of those stones, because again the whole pallet weighs more than 1,000 kilos and Avant can only lift like 1,000. And I guess even with the 1,000 it's a bit iffy, because of like Avant starting to lift, or like the rear of Avant starts to go upwards, so it's not like balanced for it. But yeah, so first thing done, we got the concrete bags to safety. That's noise. Just take the wheelbarrow away now, and I guess I can come for you guys. Get started with the shovel ASMR. There's gonna be gamer lungs, I already know, with the shoveling. So apologies in advance for the massive gamer lungs you're about to hear. But yeah, I'll go get the shovel. I'll go get a shovel. I guess I can bring both of them. So that Ekkuna can also join in on the fun. Guys, fun, fun, fun. Fun, fun, fun. Toin tämän toisenkin lapio. Toin sullekin tuon lapio. So yeah, in this corridor part here we have too much gravel. We could basically throw it to somewhere there. But then also in this middle part here we have a massive amount of extra gravel. I think some of it we can like place it to the sides, but mostly we would have to throw it either to the front here or to the side there. But yeah, I'll go and come and move you guys so that you're seeing better. Because again we could bring out Avant and relocate some of the gravel as well. But yeah, so I don't know if this was even in the goals, I don't think it was, but I do a snap of my fingers and you know it's gone, guys. The 10 bags of concrete disappeared. Chat needs a piece. Very much. But yeah, so you'll be here for now. So yeah, this amount of gravel, I don't know how well it shows you, but there's like a massive mountain here at the back and then sort of a mountain here in the front as well. So there's plenty to shovel. It would be so much nicer if I were to able to just drive with the Avant inside there, because it would be like, without lying, it would be like 5 minutes and it would be like out of there. So if only that was possible. My father did say that maybe you could like drive close enough and do the scooping like over the spikes, but I don't know. I feel like the spikes will just like hit something like a hydraulic hose or something. That would be the end of Avant. Yeah, could you just reach over? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, but I don't know if I could like actually dig if I were to reach over. Because again, we have done it so that I just like placed the scoop nearby and we shoveled into the scoop. So that is of course a possibility. So, and that's probably something we'll do. But to like get the massive amounts of it away, I think we would need to, like, either we could like bend some of the rebars out of the way and hope that we can bend them back without like harming them, but I don't know if that's a possibility either. So it might be just easier to go in and shovel, because again, some of this stuff we can place on that side, so on this side here. And again, like with Avant, it's hard to get there, so you could basically make a route, I guess, with this, like just leveling that part and drive over it. But yeah, so I think I'll just shovel this, at least this end part here we'll have to shovel regardless, because if we were to able to reach it would be to this front part here. You won't know until you try. Skelly, you're just trying to get me to drive the Avant. I know you're trying to tempt me to go with the Avant, but the problem is that I don't know if I don't try, but if I like again hit one of those rebars with like a hydraulic hose or something and it like breaks down, then that will be like end of Avant until it gets like repaired and stuff. So I'd rather not make a mess of Avant hydraulics. But yeah, so shoveling, guilty as charged, I knew it. Can't believe this. But yeah, so I will be shoveling. I'll start from the back here and try to get it onto this side without throwing all of the gravel inside here on top of the insulation, the foundation. Already I'm failing, so I guess we'll just brush it, and in the end then you can always catch me avant maxing. Yeah, I knew it. Can't believe this. Diabolical. But yeah, so apologies for the loud ASMR. It's gonna be like this for now. Gravel. Guys, I'm regretting the amount of gravel we have here. Also guys, did you notice that my pants are no longer broken? Apparently it might soon be again. But I have a patch here, guys. In before next year when we continue with this construction, I still have the same ones. Then you guys can immediately tell that, okay, these guys are too broke to ever finish. They can't afford pants. But yeah, I'm now thinking if we should get the Avant. There's so much gravel here. Like whether or not I would scoop with it, but maybe just shovel into the scoop. There's also a massive amount over there, but I don't think that can be done with anything except for the shovel. So I think that, regardless, the manual labor Avant won't help us there. I don't think. Because there's already quite a lot of gravel here to the sides. So it's not like we would need any more here. We just need the same amount basically all around. But yeah, I don't see how that would happen without the Avant, but maybe even with the Avant. Guys, we need some more manpower here. Any volunteers? Surely there's an army of helpers coming in. I don't see any volunteers. Can't believe Nat is just saying, Nat, does that mean that you're not booking flights already? Can't believe this. Finally you'd have a opportunity to prove that you don't have noodle arms. And it's complete silence. Diabolical. I'm busy that day. Can't believe this. We haven't even talked about which day would it be. That is truly diabolical. Absolutely diabolical. Guys, what about Skelly? Surely Skelly is never busy. Never busy when there's an opportunity to come in and help Avant. Can Skelly drive Avant? Oh, that's a good question. If Skelly is still here, what does Skelly say to that? If not, then there's a even more reason to come in, because you'd be able to learn this craft. Surely important skill to have, if not the most important. But yeah, now I'm actually thinking that we could maybe shovel this side here, and then we can remove that one corner pole, and then we would be able to drive with the Avant to this side, so that we could shovel that pile as well into the scoop if we got close enough. So I think this that I'm now doing is actually quite good. So we just carry on filling this side. I'm certain I would learn. Yeah, it's not something like a person with normal cognitive and learning abilities couldn't come up and learn. Skelly should get a go on the Avant. Yeah, definitely, of course. If Skelly comes in for the shoveling duty, of course that includes. But yeah, Skelly is like, I almost said like on the other side of Finland, but maybe not that far, but quite far still. So I'm not actually expecting Skelly. What would be your role, Police? Oh, that's a good question. So also now that you're asking, assuming you weren't busy that day, what would you do? That would be the Citronelli and just film the whole thing. Diabolical. That would be the billionaire supervisor, overseer, just like whipping everyone else. Diabolical. I can be a cameraman, can't believe this. I'm the wild card. What does this mean? Do we want a wild card on the construction site? I feel like that and construction don't really go together that well. You don't know what I'm gonna do. You do? Wait, what? Yeah, sorry. What I'm gonna do? Yeah, I think I read it. Read it correct. Can't believe this. As the safety supervisor here on the plot, I don't know if we can have you join us. Too much of a wild card. Until next episode. Water and orange slices. Yes, it's a terrible idea, but will that discourage me? Yes, but I'll do it anyway. Can't believe this. Can't believe this. But yeah, I don't know how you can see whether there's progress or not. I don't know what's the perspective for you guys, but I would like taking a shovel worth this whole side here, and basically none of the gravel has gone anywhere. So yeah, I'm starting to feel like we have to come up with a solution to get Avant in here. But yeah, I don't know what that will be though. I was wondering where are the ramps for the Avant? They could actually be at my parents', so they won't be any use. So maybe we'll just have to try and if I can like scoop with the Avant. Because again we could drive it to closer to there as well, to be able to scoop from there maybe, or at least be able to like shovel into there. But we'll have to fill this side first. So before that we'll have to do this regardless. So what we're doing here won't be wasted even if we get the Avanti. You are truly an inspiration. Can't believe this. I feel like my sarcasm radar is all over the place, so I don't know what to think of this. Don't know what to think here, guys. But yeah, with the amount of gravel we have here, I don't know. I'm starting to feel like snow will hit the ground before we're finished with this. Guys, the morale is dropping. Guys, will we get this done before winter? Be honest. Be honest, guys. Yes, Skelly, you weren't honest. Can't believe you'd lie to me just to make me feel better. Appreciate it, but now that I have this false sense of we'll get it done, I won't be here every evening crying. So you might have just like sabotaged this mission. I believe. What the hell? Can't believe this. Can't believe the sabotage. What the hell? I didn't hear the question, so I genuinely do. It was the question was whether or not we get everything we're supposed to get done before the snow hits us. I have zero faith. Seeing how slow this gravel business is and seeing we have zero tarps set up for any of these any of these sites. So my confidence is, how do you say it, faltering. I have zero faith, my guys. Can't believe it's also nice that you have another pronunciation for me. So did I get the Lara stuff correct? I have no idea, so I choose to believe. I like the optimism there. I wish I could share it, guys. No, but there's still quite a lot of stuff to do. But then again, I actually don't even know when the snow will hit us, because it depends a little every year. Like it, I mean, not depends. I guess it like changes ever so slightly. And there's also like the first snow that rarely sticks or like lasts. So I guess that wouldn't hinder us too much. But that's like the first warning. When the first snow comes in, and you're like, then we actually have to get a move on. I'm assuming we're like maybe around a month from the snow. Can't believe the Skelly said what the hell. Skelly of all people with the what the hell. But then I'm thinking maybe I should also shovel this front part here, because then I could drive closer. I could maybe even drive onto this. But then again, I don't know if I should. I would need to put up the gravel basically to the level of it, because there's like these iron, like the rebar thing is poking from the mold. So if the tire goes over that, it's gonna explode. So that's gonna be hella dangerous. Like driving too close to it will be risky. Will be risky for sure. But yeah, I guess we still should shovel the front of it. Front of it as well. I have to say I'm surprised with the like small amount of gamer lungs. I would assume I would be panting more, but I guess I've been keeping yapping breaks to preserve my lungs. But then again, it could be that I'm breathing heavy. I just don't hear it, and you guys are like, why is he like winded? Like, ooh, ooh, but I don't hear it myself. Maybe that's the case. I think Ekkuna has leveled that one there. Onko se tasan? Näyttää ihan hyvältä. I think Ekkuna is just trying to avoid having to come shoveling. I don't really blame her though. I'd do the same. I'd do the same if it was an option. Send help. It's less than an hour. It's been less than an hour and I feel like we've been here a day already. Also like the massive amount of gravel on top of the foundation everywhere. This is looking okay. There's a massive rock here on the corner. Don't know what to do with this guy. I wonder if I can move it. Problem is that, oh yeah, maybe I can. Problem is that if it's here when I try to drive with the Avant, it's gonna cause me issues. It's gonna make me pain. I don't know if you can see this cornerstone activity here. But yeah, it's not too heavy. I'll just leave it to the side with the rest of them. Bing. So yeah, one corner done here. Diabolical. So yeah, I guess then the question is, do we dare bring out the Avant? Do we dare? Because I guess I could get close to that corner. Maybe shovel a little bit more over there. But it doesn't really matter from where do we take the gravel in here. Because if we like take a scoop's worth from anywhere, basically it would still like help us with the massive amount we have here. So just driving it over here and taking a scoop wherever would be nice. But yeah, I guess I could do some more shoveling on this side. Although I guess if we are to get this Avant close enough, like drive over here, we could then take a scoop and drop it over here as well. So if that would work. The stones. Just making this slightly less of an angle. Evening out a bit. So I think now we could drive here with the Avant. Yeah, let's try that. This might be a mistake, but at least Skelly gets some Avant action. So yeah, so the plan would be to drive the Avant here. I think I would need to maybe ask Egguna to be here as well. Because if I drive close to here, then take the scoop and extend the beam. Could I then take a scoop of that stuff from there? And then the other thing that we could check is that side over there, if that's something we can also work on. But yeah, the question there is whether these rebars here pose as a challenge or not, or give us any issues. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens there. There's a neighbor driving. Neighbor driving. But yeah, I'll blow my nose, and I'm thinking, do I take you guys? I guess I could take the tripod so it wouldn't be in the way. Wouldn't be in the way. So yeah, we'll drive from there to here then. Let's take you guys to the Avant. Avant this season gets a green card, very nice. At least we get the green card if this whole thing goes to hell. Kai se jo on hyvä. Ikä tuohon. Tarviiko siihen enempää? Siinä keskeltähän se saa olla vähän ylempänä, että se ei sillä lailla haittaa. Niin, joo. Mä ajattelin, että mä testaan sillä Avantilla, että jos mä tuun tuohon lähelle, niin voiko sä tulla katsoa, ettei siinä osu mikään sinne piikkeihin. Jos mä koitan ottaa tosta yli, että sieltä saisi sitä sorraa vähemmäksi. Ikkuna will come in and spot for me. But yeah, I leave this tripod here. I don't think it's gonna be in the way if I leave it here. Then I'll take you guys. Ikkuna found a woodpecker in the tree there somewhere. I don't know where did she see it. Guys, can you see it?
No, most definitely not.
Denied. Ikkuna denied you.
One of the trees on the back.
Oh yeah, so it's somewhere there.
Yeah, I can see it.
On the background. We can hear the like ever so slight knocking. Also Kelly insists an Avant cam. Can't believe this. We need a redeem for Avant cam. So you can insist with points instead. So yeah, sorry about this hand cam for now. It is what it is. In anticipation for the famous, notorious Avant cam. Now you guys are on the Avant. You should be happy now. Surely. Surely you're all happy now. Skele insists it's a diabolical green card. I'll take it though. We took all the green cards we get. But yeah, I'm assuming the angle is okay. We actually have to go in and change the spikes to the scoop, which is... Oh wait, I wasn't supposed to put it on yet. So yeah, we'll have to start with that. But I guess we'll have to do that at some point anyways. But yeah, I can hear the knocking there as well. I don't see it though. Oh wait, do I? Trying to look because there was some movement there, but now it stopped. Oh yeah, now I think I can see it. There it is. It's going on through like a small part of a bird's, I think. But yeah, you guys can't see it. The camera is definitely not accurate enough. A little to the left. Maybe I overdid it. I'll wait 3 seconds. Let's wait. But yeah, I'll have to drive to the scoop and leave these leaves these spikes first, because we definitely need the scoop for this. We definitely need. Okay, and off we go. I think I would also need to start looking up like how do I use the headlights and stuff on this, because I have done it when I was like pushing snow and stuff at my parents', but it's been so long that I wonder. I guess it might be some of those, but it could be that there's like this like warning triangle flashing yellow light thingy that I'm also thinking like that would be the switch for it, not the one for the lights. But yeah, we'll leave these to the side here. I think this is where they were before. So we'll leave them somewhere here. I'll have to go and unhook the manual locks there. So there's two of these. One done, and then the other one is here. That's now done as well. So then we can drop it off. Go for the next one. All good, very nice. I'm playing some Momentum mod, so a bit occupied. What game is this Momentum mod on? I mean in. But yeah, no worries of course. Yeah, now I should be able to let go of this. It's maybe a bit awkward angle. I guess it's not too bad. But yeah, now we would need to aim ourselves to the scoop there, and we have made it a bit harder since we now have these like insulation boards and stuff around here, so we'll have to go a bit, I guess, like back and forth a little bit here to get it, to make it easier. So I'll go past it a little bit first. Then I'll reverse to this side, and maybe now I can aim it relatively straight, at least to them. Also the cockpit is getting foggy here, guys. Okay, there we go. I want to see if both of the levers fell down. I think they did, but yeah, it is getting foggy here. I wonder if there's some way to put in like more like aircon or whatever. Trying to see if there's a lever I could identify for that. I wonder what these are for. Yeah, I think those are for that. Let's put those on higher, because I think you can also get a bit fogged up here, because it's definitely on the inside, the fog here. Maybe I can open the window, maybe that helps as well. But yeah, we now should have the scoop. Yeah, it looks like it's locked now, so yeah, we can then go on. And then we move out. It's like a standalone game for all the Source Engine movement stuff, surf up, rocket jump, and they're like, oh, I see. Oh, I see. Oh yeah, I was also supposed to take out the corner post, but I forgot. I forgot. But yeah, I'm happy I drove the car to that side there, so it's not in the way, because I was thinking whether or not we need Avant today or not. So here I go once again. Also, I think I made a spot to the left of the right there and I missed it. I made myself a runway and didn't drive on it. So let's actually try again. I think it was more to here. I don't know if we changed it all. But yeah, so I'm thinking we try it somewhere here. So this would basically be where I want my tires at. Not much further, somewhere like here. And then if we go in, can I lower it? Trying to see where the rebar is. And I think we are basically avoiding all of the rebars here. But yeah, unfortunately I don't know if we have reach for this, because we're now already extended as far as it goes. So we got basically nothing, unfortunately. But yeah, you can see sad Eguna there. I don't think we got anything in there. So yeah, I don't think this will help us much. Because again, it's like extended as far as it goes. So we can't really do much. I guess we can get it like in there to like shovel into it. So that would be like still probably easier than what we were doing before when we had it further away, but now there's like there's the rebar there, so I don't think I want to go much lower than this. So it would be something like this, and we would shovel into it. Maybe something like this. So yeah, unfortunately I don't think there's any shortcuts. So we'll just have to shovel. Ei se taida siitä paljon saa. Ei se pitäisi päästä lähemmäs. Sitten on tässä toki vielä vähän matkaa, mutta ei se varmaan auta noin pieni ero. Ei se auta varmaan kun lapio edes sitten sinne. So yeah, I guess it's shoveling time then. Unfortunately. Because yeah, we got like maybe half a shovel's worth. Like at the most we would have a shovel's worth in there. So yeah, unfortunately the reach isn't long enough to go in like to scoop in here. Or then it would need to be like packed right next to it, but even then I guess it would be hard. So yeah, I guess it's shoveling time then. Shoveling time. Oh boy, so yeah, it's gonna be loud again, guys. But yeah, again, like I mentioned, I was worried that these like rebars are touching, because again it's like close there, so I was seeing it quite well, so that's at least with the light levels we currently have, it's not too bad. It's gonna be loud. Yeah, a bit more to the center and to your side. Yep, I think there we have it. Yeah. Now where to do it? Where do I drop it off? I guess that side would make the most sense. So yeah, I'll go there. I'll go there with it.
I don't think we can, or we get to put the fabrics on today.
Yeah, I don't think so either. There's so much gravel. But I guess we're making dents into this each time at least. Because I was also thinking that if we pull out that corner post, you could actually go and do that and carry it over there. That corner stick.
Why?
We don't need it anymore. And then I would be able to drive with the Avant on that side. I've already pulled some of the other ones over there because they were in the way. It's not like the house will move anymore. Even if we wanted to. So that one at least could be removed. Maybe that corner one as well.
But can you still drive there if we, because if there is a little.
Yeah, I would need to level it with the scoop. But that's why I shoveled the side with the gravel, so it wouldn't matter if there's no scooping action over there. So I could get closer to that one over there because there's hella gravel there as well. So we would be able to get it in the scoop as well. But yeah, I'll go drop these scoop we have. So some more Avant driving. Long. Yeah, apologies for the loud stream. It's gonna be like this for the rest of it, I'm pretty sure. Because we were planning and hoping to get some fabric placed today, but like I could have just said, it's unlikely. It's unlikely we'll get that done today since there's so much gravel. But yeah, if we even get like most of the gravel done today, that would already be a victory, I feel. Seeing now that there's so much of it. And I feel like the fabric placing is not gonna take us that long once we start on it. Meaning of course that we have everything ready for it first. But yeah, so bringing this gravel, we can basically bring it to this side here, because there's no extra gravel inside the main building over on that side. So we can drop it here and then to the side. That's now dropped, and so we go for another one. It's not as loud as you think, at least for me. Okay, I see. Well, maybe there, because there's like no noise cancellation and stuff on the microphone, so maybe that is working overtime. Because I feel like when I'm talking, it's already like on the OBS side, it's on like the yellow bar, so I feel like it capping the sound is not too far from where it already is at, so maybe again it's not that much louder for you. But yeah, I guess we could have like a goal for today to like shovel like 5 scoops or whatever, instead of like trying to get this whole thing empty. I don't think I can still do a scoop, so just here to try and see where the rebars are, but I think they are quite well placed again. So this would be somewhere here, and we can lower it. We can lower it quite a lot. Trying to see the something like this. So yeah, that's good. And then it's again shoveling time. Again, shoveling ASMR for you guys. Patch on my pants is giving away. Oh no. Whew. Suja. Maybe next one I drive here to that side. Well, I guess there's still stuff here as well. How many do you assume we have? How many scoops?
I don't know, 10.
Yeah, something like 10 I would think. How long have we been at it? Oh, we're 20 now. Whew. Bonk. Can't believe Skelly redeemed a hydrate. Diabolical. I'll see if Ekona sees me. I think she saw me, but no reaction. No reaction. Can't believe that 3 minutes to finish as well. I'll put on the timer, you won't see it, but trust. Oh, actually, where can I put a timer on my watch? I had to reset it. I don't know, where is it? I have to put it on my phone then. I need to look up, because I had a speed way to do it. Like just press twice on a... Okay, so 3 minutes now. 3 minuuttia. Tässä ajetaan nyt sitten suomeksi Amantilla. Suomenkielistä ajelua. Otetaanpa tämä ensin lähemmäs. Sitten kai me lähdetään ensin takaperi eli peruutetaan. Ensin peruutus. Ja nyt kun ollaan peruutettu, niin sitten pitäisi mennä eteenpäin. Suunta on eteenpäin. Tässä mietin, että pitäisi varmaan kangasrullaa käydä siirtämässä, kun tätä on aika tympiä väistää tässä joka kerta. Toki tässä on sitten heti tämä kivilava, ettei toisaalta ihan kauheasti siitä nyt ei tilaa tuu lisää, vaikka tuon kävisi tuosta siirtämässäkin, mutta olisi ihan näytti. Nyt siis mietin tuossa, että tuotahan voisi harkita, että tuota kivilavaa, että kun siitä täytyy niitä kiviä ottaa pois, eli vähentää niitä kiviä siitä, niin niitähän voisi toisaalta ottaa tähän kauhaan muutaman. Se voisi auttaa kuitenkin jonkun verran. Koska niin kuin sanottu, niin jos se painaa sen yli 1000 kiloa, niin silloin se Avanti ei sitä jaksa nostaa. Jos siitä saisi vähän sitä vähemmäksi, niin se olisi kaikki hyvä. Kaikki olisi hyvin. Täällä on nyt vähän tyly, tässä olisi hyvä, jos ton kankaan saisi käännettyä tuohon päälle ennen kuin tätä puottaa, mutta jos me nyt saadaan se puotettua tonne ihan reunalle, niin sillä ei periaatteessa ole väliä. Jos puottaa täältä jostakin. Ei huono, ei huono. Ei huono. Jos loput laittaa sitten johonkin tähän, niin kyllähän ne maat siellä pysyy. Pysyt ihan nätisti. Sitten meillä oli tosiaan juomatauko. Eikö tuo nyt suomalaista lausua sitten isthmus? Mitenhän tuo voi pojat? Melkoisia sanahirviöitä se tykittää tuolla. Aivan kauhea. Nyt mä en tiedä milloin se 3 minuuttia on täynnä, koska kello ei toimi tai ei ole asetettu puhelimessa 3 minuuttia, niin se voi olla, että se tulla hakkaa menemään, että hei 3 minuuttia on täynnä, mitä sä teet? Miksi et sä lopeta? Joo, jätämme tähän sitten isthmus. Suomalaisittain isthmus. No nyt täällähän kuuluu just. Okay, 3 minutes guys. There's a timer now. It's suggesting add a 1 minute. I will not do that. Now what the hell is this isthmus? I have no idea. Isthmus. I don't know how I would do it in English, either like isthmus. Help me, what does that even mean? Nat is just making up words at this point. Truly diabolical. I'll take you guys onto the tripod for the hydration. Tripod is over here. Yeah, we can be. I don't think it matters. We can be here.
Yeah, I was just thinking that's the trailer.
Oh yeah, protect the wind. I think it might wind from this, so we would need to go to the other side for that. But I guess it doesn't matter that much.
No, it's not that windy.
Yeah, it's not that windy. Not too bad. I like the tripod. It's going back to where I'm trying to turn it. That's where you guys are now. It was in a book I read, The Isthmus Anchor. That's interesting. Is that like a supposed to be like a?
Take the one bottle.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, although I don't know how cold or warm these other ones would be. I think it might be the
Yeah, they might
same.
be okay.
Yeah, about the same.
Also, yeah.
Same temperature, but yeah, you can see the leg patch I have is coming loose. Can't believe this. But yeah, I'm thinking, is isthmus some kind of material in then? Was it like a fantasy setting, or am I just making this up? Because it does sound like it could be like a ingot made from like two different things, or maybe some like magical metal. But yeah, it's no longer warm.
No.
I wonder what the temperature is like actually. I'm assuming it's
I think it
something
was
like,
like a 3.
yeah, 3 or something, yeah. That would check out. Would make sense.
Oh, definitely not a good day for shoveling.
Yeah, I don't know if there's weather-wise, if it's any better, like which one is better. I guess the Friday when it was raining was also like depressing, but it's not that much better today either.
Yeah,
At
I'm
least
getting
it's not.
tired.
Yeah, at least it's not raining.
Yeah.
But yeah, I wonder how many more scoops will that thing take. I think the estimation of 10 is not too far off.
No.
It's gonna be hard to get the last bits from here. I guess we can drive to the side over there. But let's do maybe the front part today. So like 4 or 5 more scoops.
Yeah.
And that would be maybe enough for today.
Yeah, I think it depends how high we will
Leave it.
want,
Yeah.
no, leave it
Yeah.
there. Cover.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. For the rest of that, we'll probably just take the closest corner, and then whatever's left we'll just level out with the rest of it. But yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any fabric placing today.
Definitely not. If we want to place fabric, we can do it on this two.
Yeah, the one
on
and
your
this
office
smaller ones.
and
Yeah, the bathroom. Yeah,
the bathroom, but
yeah, nothing
I
else.
don't see reason to do that.
Yeah, I think if we start opening the
Yeah.
package, we might just do more than
Yeah,
for that.
yeah.
But for the side there's the fabric. It would be nice if when I'm driving the Avant, if you can go in and fold it like on top of the other one, on that far side.
Oh,
Because the fabric is like now going outwards if you just like flop it on top of it and put some small amount of gravel there. So when I like drop gravel on it, it would be like underneath there. So now there's like a strip of land between those two. Like there's the fabric and then there's the other fabric going this way. So
okay,
there's
this
like a
one.
small gap. Yeah, so there's like a small gap there. So
Okay.
so if that can be turned on top,
Cool.
it would make it faster. But yeah, can't believe Nat is reading some Anchor. I think it's like sailor fantasy romance, I'm assuming then. Can't believe this smut. Surely. Nat is telling that there was a narrow strip of land with sea on either side forming a link between two larger areas of land. Oh, so it is actually like a... Okay, yeah, sorry, I missed that message before. Isthmus. It was in my beloved Skullduggery Pleasant book. I have no idea what this is. It seems Eikona doesn't either.
No.
Skullduggery Pleasant book sounds interesting. It sounds diabolical, surely. Surely it's something diabolical.
It sounds like fantasy.
Yeah. Yeah, it does sound fantasy.
Fantasy novel.
Yeah. Can't believe this Isthmus. I was expecting something like Jääkaappipakastin or something of the like, but got hit with a narrow strip of land with sea on either side, forming a link between two larger areas of land. The author is Irish. Back then I was Irish boo. That I see. So does that mean that there comes a time where you're no longer a Finnabu, but you like switch to something else? Can't believe this. Can't believe this Lord drop. Nat switching boos.
We have Irish festival in Oulu every. I think it's September.
Oh yeah, I think yeah. So it's not too long ago that it was here then.
No.
Yeah.
I went there with my mother.
So yeah, an Irish festival in Oulu.
Yeah.
There's an email of me buying something.
What did you buy?
I think it's a sub of some kind. Yeah.
Bought a sub.
Yeah. It's like every month it automatically resubs. It's like
I
a subscription. So
Whose sub was it?
I think it was from Miss Syria.
Ah, I thought you were buying a sub on your own.
Yeah, that would be diabolical. Buying subs here, guys. I'm gifting now, guys. We need more sub points to get some more emote slots. We don't actually, I don't think. I think we have a solid amount of those at the moment for how many we have like planned.
Do we have any open?
I think there's like one or maybe two. There's I think one of like normal ones and one animated slot I think
Okay.
still open.
Okay.
And then the tier 2 and tier 3 ones are open, but I have already like plans for those.
Yeah.
So just waiting for my own to deliver. Make those.
I guess we still need the subscribers badge.
Yeah, there's also a new one. The
Yeah.
6-month one is already there.
Oh,
So
I
whoever
haven't
gets-
seen it.
I don't think anyone's still at 6 months. I
Yeah.
think you're at 5. And I think Nat is also at 5. But I think you're maybe the only one that doesn't have the founder badge in there.
Yeah, because
instead.
I
You opted,
disabled
yeah,
it
I think you disabled it
because I
on.
wanted the baby rat.
Yeah, so soon you will have a child rat or like a,
Toddler.
yeah, it's not like a toddler, it's like a, I guess
It's
like a
really
young,
nice.
yeah, I think something like that.
Okay.
Because we were discussing with my aunt that it's such a small icon that you can't really put in like a
No.
lot of like details in it.
No.
Because we were thinking of like having it like a suckling on, what's the pacifier, I guess.
Yeah, passive.
Yeah, but I don't think that would like be visible. It's also the problem that with the weight currently taking basically the whole height, if you add a pacifier to it, you would have to like shrink the size of it.
Yeah.
So it would be like smaller rat, but with a pacifier in the mud. So
But of
that's
course it could be like next to it, the small little pacifier.
yeah.
I
But
don't
then
know.
there's the cheese icon for tier 2 and 3. So that's like next to it, and that goes on top of the like all the other ones. So that's why we can't like have that one either. So there's like all these kind of things to it, but it's like a different colored one, so it's more closer to like an actual rat color, the new one, the
Oh,
6-month one.
okay.
So it's less
Oh,
of a
yeah,
baby color.
because the baby one is like it doesn't have fur.
Yeah, it's like
It
pink
is,
colored.
naked.
Yeah, it's like a pink one.
Yeah.
So the next one
Nice.
will be more like light brown. So that's one. That's already in place. I think it's not too many weeks that we actually have you guys hit the 6-month mark. It's in a few weeks, I guess, because it's been some time since you've had it last.
Hear yourself from my.
I can't believe this. I can hear myself yapping on Egona's pocket there. Diabolical. Truly. But Nat, then what other boos have you been if you've been an Irish boo and you're currently a Finna boo? Has there been any others? Diabolical to hear your own voice, yeah. Especially with like a massive delay there as well. Because it comes in like at least 3 seconds later. Probably like 4 or something like that. But don't you not have like at all times basically a feedback of your own voice? Spy boo, vampire boo. That's a diabolical one. This is diabolical, yeah, it is. Those lord drops of vampire boo is diabolical. What does even spy boo mean? Is this like James Bond or something else? I guess something similar at least. Like noir. But yeah, again I have to say this cold Fanta doesn't hit as well as it hit in the summertime.
No.
So guys,
Cold.
it is cold. The feedback is quite subtle and exactly timed to my voice, no delay. It's so good. Okay, I see. Yeah, I don't know if I could like ever live with that. Maybe you get used to it, but I've never like wanted that. Like have had this like maybe that would be something I'm missing. But maybe that's like one of those things that when you have it once you can't live without it. Otherwise I've considered open back headphones because I find it hard to talk if I can't hear myself. Oh, I see.
Oh yeah, that's true. Talking while you have headphones on.
Yeah, it is
Talking all
different, yeah. But
yeah.
I think maybe I've gotten used to that because I like maybe starting out it was weird.
Yeah, you are such a gamer boo.
What the hell? What the hell, guys?
Yeah.
Diabolical reveal.
Computer boo.
PC boo.
PC boo.
That sounds diabolical.
Yeah,
I don't think.
PC boo. That's why
What
it
the
doesn't
hell?
bother you.
What the hell? PC boo sounds diabolical. I wonder what else can it mean, like player character and stuff like that. Like, what's the most diabolical two-letter combination you can make out of those? Diabolical. But yeah, if you ever do upgrade your headphones to open ones, I would be interested in the model because I have heard basically all good stuff from the open ones. So it would be interesting to test. In my current ones, because I have these SteelSeries Arctis Nova Pro wireless ones, they have like this, you can press on the power button once and it activates like this noise cancellation one, and that's like freaky to me because it's like somehow feels like it's like a vacuum in your ears. It like feels like there's like a pressure difference. I don't like the feeling, so I don't like have the active one on, but they are still like quite good even without that, like take blocking out the noise, but it's I guess mostly structural, like they overlap your ears enough.
Sucking out the earwax out of you.
Exactly that, yeah. They clean my ears when I use them.
Yeah.
100%.
At home you are Winnie the Pooh.
What the hell? Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah.
What the hell? Why is this go? What the hell? What the hell, guys? Yeah, I also get that with ANC, weird pressure feeling. Yeah, I don't know. I have never gotten used to that. I have like tried it, like just like trying to challenge myself that maybe I get used to it, but I haven't. Like I can't really use it for more than like 5 minutes before I'm like, yeah, this is not like doing anything good for me, and I'm just like feeling like annoyed. Yeah, it is weird. My AirPods kind of do it but with my Sony XM4s don't really. Oh, I see. Yeah. I think I have I had this like, I can't remember the name, Sony something, but it was those like earbuds thingies. But
Yeah.
though, yeah, like earbuds sort of things. But yeah, those were diabolical in the battery life. They just died out completely. I don't actually know where they are at the moment. Because I was looking up, you can like change the batteries yourself, but I don't know where I lost the whole things. Because otherwise it might be a good one. Like I have no complaints about the noise, like the voice or the audio quality and stuff. So it was just that the battery died out really fast. I spent almost 90,000 coins in Club Penguin. I don't know how I got them, but now I have to work for more money. Nat has never had to work for her money in her life. That's the billionaire mindset. And now the first time she's like finding it that she doesn't have money, it must be like new feeling. Maybe even like disorienting. Can't believe this. Surely.
It's getting really cold.
Yeah, it is cold when you're moving at all. I also feel it. My hands are now cold. They weren't before. It might have been a welcome bonus. My igloo isn't even decked out yet. Can't believe this. Can't believe you haven't got your billionaire mansion igloo done yet. But also I'm curious because in your chat the people were saying like Club Penguin has been like cancelled or ended or whatever, and still you're playing it. So is there like a private server or what? How are you still playing it if they like ended it? Because that's what I understood. That it will no longer be a thing. Unlike trying Neopets mini games, I'm much better at Club Penguin ones than when I was a kid. Do you mean that with some Neopets mini games you were better as a kid than you are now? Is this like reflex based or how is that the thing? Club Penguin shut down in 2017. Okay, so it's been 1,000 years already. But didn't you just say you're playing that? What the hell? Or am I mixing this up with something else? Yeah, you have spent almost 90,000 coins in Club Penguin, which was shut down 8 years ago. Care to explain? There are private servers running, and while Disney isn't happy with their stolen IP, they don't come after them unless they make money, I think. Oh, I see. Okay, I see. I think it's the same with, there was this Warhammer Fantasy MMO. I can't remember the name of it. I think it was something like, was it Mark of Chaos or something? And I think they had the same thing, that there's like now fans like making that thing again, like remastering it sort of, and like doing the whole thing again, and they have the same thing, that as long as they don't like monetize it at all in any way, they are like safe from being in trouble. But I personally can't imagine going into like labor that like vast, like remaking a whole MMO and stuff without having like any monetary aspect to it, like putting years and years of your life into it. But I'm maybe built different and they are built different, I guess. So yeah, I guess that's like hats off to those people, but still mad lads. Absolute madness. I screenshot all my clothes and my igloo before the official version shut down, then my hard drive crashed and died. I was saying you didn't have any backups of those. Surely that can't be the case. Did I? No, I think I'm up to date. I used to play heaps of kids MMOs, all written down in pencil in my old notebook. What do you mean, all written down in a notebook? How did you play those? Yeah, I wish Disney just sold it. The demand might not be there, unfortunately. Yeah, I feel like that's the case for most of these, with the Warhammer one as well. That if they were like good enough and popular enough, they would never have like cancelled them in the first place. Of course, like some of them, it might be like just like a messed up like monetization plans. So some of them maybe, but I think most of them just like fail already early on with like a decision they make or whatever. So it's like beyond help, beyond saving. And even if there's like a really hardcore fan base, it's not gonna make a change in that. It's not monetarily viable. But yeah, I want this going again. 300 million people back then versus like 10,000 now. Yeah, but I guess for like, yeah, well, yeah, true. If you're like thinking 10,000 people, like monetarily wise, how many of them would be willing to pay for it and like how much, etc. So, because I guess, like even if you're not like putting in much new content, there's still like people have to be hired for it. So there would be expenses for it, but I guess it's still like shouldn't be like extremely expensive. There's like people voluntarily doing it, like those private servants you mentioned. So surely it can't be like there's an expense of 1 million euros a month or a year for like keeping those alive. If there's, like you said, private servers alive and well. Trying to see where the other rebar is, because I can see there's one more. Oh, there it is. No, we're not hitting that one. Yeah. Take something like this. You can put it forwards a bit. Yeah, I guess that's okay. Perfect pathway for Avant. Exactly. Surely I'd have learned to make backups after the second hard drive also they died. That can't be this. Do you have any at the moment? Let's ask that one. Have you still learned is the question at the moment. My password manager as a kid was pencil and paper. It's actually quite an efficient one. Even though it's like not recommended, obviously. But still, like compared to just like using one and the same for everything, I feel like it's still like a clear improvement to that. So yeah, it's gonna be loud again. perfect pathway for Avant exactly. I feel like MMORPGs is a dying genre. Yeah, it is. I feel the same. The same as with like RTS. Real-time strategy games has been the same for years now. The player base just doesn't exist. Matt 500 is trying to keep the Age of Empires 4 alive, but otherwise the people are not there. I feel like it's the same for MMORPGs. My file system is maybe 79% good. Can't believe this. Can't believe this. Joo. Nyt jos voit tosiaan katsoa tuota sivua, sillä ne kankaat. Jos ottaa sen mikä on nyt ihan lähimpänä tätä reunaa, niin tätä etupihaa. Aloittaa sieltä. So yeah, let's drive it then. So Icona will go in and see if the fabrics can be moved so that they overlap better while we drive over there. Let's go. And at how many hours do you think you would need to learn to drive Avant? I still don't know how many it took me though. I guess you could like go see some of the watch. Go in and make an estimation, but it's hard to tell like what time can I really say that okay, now I know how to drive this thing. If there's like a clear time of like, yeah, now I know, now I'm a master at Avantiing. Master of Avant. Three, maybe 30. I feel like the 3 is really confident. Can't wait for the Nat Europe tour, because that's one of the questions that will be answered. Surely Nat will visit us on her European tour. Surely. 20 to drive it, 10 to maneuver the Scoopy. Yeah, and then it's like even harder if you then add in the like the small scoop that you remember, because there's like separate hydraulics for that one. So just this scoop is actually easy because there's like no extending the bucket and stuff. But yeah, I actually started with the small scoop, like sort of like an excavator head. And maybe that was good for me, like getting the more complex stuff out of the way. But then again, I feel like maybe it would have been a smarter choice starting out with something else, like just this one, for example. Yeah, I'll go this time. This time I'll go from this side. Just to keep it interesting, guys. Somewhere there, I guess. Okay, that's good. So we need to make it in a steeper angle, maybe like that, so more gravel gets into it. Something like this, mayhaps. I've heard Iceland is nice. Can't believe this. Does this mean that Nat will just go to Iceland instead? Nat won't visit Finland. Yeah, it is cold. It is cold, guys. We need some winter gear. I feel like the hydration break is a mistake. So we have Skelly to blame for this. So maybe one more scoop after this.
I need to go and pull my nose.
One more scoop after this. I wonder where do I go? Maybe the middle part here, right next to that. Right next to that one. There's like this. What looks to me like a piece of concrete here. Let's even out. I'm evening out the surroundings here a bit if I'm to drive here. Okay, maybe that's good. But then, is this the same kind of troll that we've been doing with the Perth? That we would never visit any other city in Australia. This Iceland is nice. About this thing. Eikona has actually been to Iceland. as a tourist. I think with her mother. So you can ask all about it. Extra, ask all about it. Squeak. Another rat sound. Rat sounds. But the Iceland is something I would also like to visit. Because again, Squishy Joshi I think was saying that there's like some like black sand beaches and stuff, so that all sounds very nice. Green card, very nice. I don't know where that came from, but we take all of them. Also Frutality, since you know I absolutely embarrassed myself with assuming you were in Sydney and you're instead in Melbourne. Were you in PAX then? Or were you there, like, did you not go there in solidarity of me not going there? Because you know I would appreciate that. I'm trying to put these piles in there so that it wouldn't fold the fabric backwards. So it would keep the fabric where it is so that they would like overlap like they do now. Because it doesn't matter if we have gravel here on the like the pathway or like on the driveway here. There we have it. Oh, sorry, I didn't know that. Also, you could have just used the I didn't go because you went there, calm beliefs. But yeah, I hope they make it like accessible for you then. If that wasn't the case this year, if it was just like unrelated, but still, because I think I heard in like TwitchCon, I think they had in the NA version of TwitchCon, I heard that they had like, they didn't really take in account people that have like accessibility stuff like wheelchairs and stuff. Not that I'm saying that you have that, but just in the same topic. All good, very nice, very nice. Very good. But yeah, again, we will have all the, in the design we have it checked up that if in the future we have a need for any of that, so you can still visit us, surely. But yeah, so I was planning on driving as close to the pipe there as possible so I could go in the middle. So let's see if I can manage that. You know, trying to see from the side where the tire is at. Let's not maybe go that close. So maybe like here. Because I don't want to touch that pipe. Don't touch that pipe. Diddy touch that pipe. I think something like that would already work. I think this time the spikes are like all around us, on each side. I think that's good. Oh yeah, maybe shut it down as well. That's all good, hopefully. So yeah, maybe this one will be the last one then. Last one for the day. But I have to say the amount of gravel in here is decreasing. As the mountains are gone. The amount of gravel is decreasing.
Yeah.
You can actually see some progress here. As wild it is. As wild as it is. Whew. I feel like tomorrow I will feel like I've been run over by a car or something after this shovel action. And I would need to be here, maybe not tomorrow evening, but I think every other evening. I guess that's it then. Yeah, can you take these? So yeah, then I'll drive these to the same spots as before. Can't believe this, guys. But I have to say, it does look good now to look at this amount of gravel. There's only like hella gravel at the back there. But I don't know, maybe even that is not as much as we had here in the front. Of course it will be harder to get to that. But I think we can drive the Avant on this side, on this right side to the back of it, and at least get some of it. And I guess the other option then would be to just like take enough from this front part and just throw the extra from that corner with a shovel. So I guess those would be the options then. Let's bring up the RPMs. And then we reverse. Also, Nat, when you redeem the finish for 3 minutes, how much of what I told you did you get? Because I can't wait for someone to redeem this 3 minutes of finish on Saturday and me having to communicate in my clear and precise Finnish language. So surely you have to like go through some quick lessons before that. Because I was telling that we need to reverse and then we go forwards and all that stuff, so surely you got all of it. Surely. Surely not. Let's go put this one on the farthest end. Because I think Egguna has been here and moved the fabric, so for it to not go back where it was, we'll pour it here. Although this one here is actually quite high up, so I'm worried that the fabric will just revert back to where it was. Might have done it I don't know. I don't know. There we have it, guys. That would be the last of the gravel pilings. Last of the gravels. But yeah, it is really cold. I will need to come up with some like thicker gloves, because I do remember that I actually do have some gloves that I was like using at the start of this streaming journey when we had the excavator here. I had like my winter gloves. They came in like all dirty and stuff, so I don't know if they're like ones to use in public anymore anyway, so I might as well take those. Because again, if we're like mostly doing shoveling and stuff, it wouldn't really matter if they're dirty or not. I would also need to come up with something to fix my pants. Ekon was also saying that there's like these like glue notes that you can like iron with like a cloth iron. You could use those to glue those patches on, so you could like sew it on one end and glue it on the other. So that could maybe be something to fix these until I get like actual work pants. But maybe those I will hunt for in the winter time if they have any sales for those. But yeah, we've been at it for 2 hours, which is not too bad, but it is also cold and physical, so it sounded like Ekuna wants away already, so I think we'll call it a day here. We did get quite a good progress on the hardest part, which is the amount of gravel in there, because again the main building mostly has a good amount of gravel, so it's mostly about like just a bit of raking and removing the leaves from inside, and that should all be good then. So it's mostly this one, this garage corner and the one other room in there that causes us issues when we want to place those fabrics in there. There's like a 3-minute timer immediately when I open the phone. What is this? What is this madness? Diabolical. But yeah, so I guess this would be it for today, guys. I'll go and check if, first of all, how many of you guys are there? How many of you guys? It's not updating, guys. Wave if you are here. Hello. No, there's 5 viewers. I was thinking, do we raid or not? Maybe we can call it here. I'm not gonna even look up if there's anyone. Thank you for the stream. Thank you for being here, guys. Thank you very much. We'll see you guys on Friday. The current forecast was saying that it's gonna rain like hell on Friday, and then I guess it's sort of, actually let me check, I guess it's sort of moved. So like yesterday it was telling me that it's gonna be absolute hell on Friday, but actually right now it's saying there's no rain on Friday, so we might be blessed. We'll see. But yeah, I think regardless I'll have to be here, because there's so much stuff to work on, whether it's raining or not. I think I'll just have to grit through it. So yeah, I think we'll be here on Friday, and then on Saturday we have a Calm Believe This Gaming with Natstream. So yeah, looking forward to that. I think I will try like a test stream on some evening next week, but I'm hoping to make it so that, because there's like a way that after your Twitch key you can put in like a broadband test or something. I think there's like a way to do it, and I don't think you should be going live when you do that, but in case I do, it's because of that. I'm only gonna check if the broadband works or not, so it's not gonna be an actual stream. It's just me trying to see if the broadband works now or not, because I have, I guess, the option of like going to my brother's, because that's where the current stream is coming through, is from like a secondary PC from my brother's place, so that at least works. Also, yeah, you can. Yeah. I think you meant for the broadband test. Yeah, you can test the connection like that. Yeah, sounds good. Yeah, so I think I'll do that maybe tomorrow evening, maybe like Tuesday evening, depending on the weather and when I'll be here. But it shouldn't be a stream for you guys. Hopefully, it's not gonna like fire out those Discord alerts and stuff. We'll see. But if it does, that's because of those. So yeah, I'm just interested because we had like the Minecraft stream some time ago where it wasn't working into Twitch, but it was working on YouTube side, and we have since replaced the router, and I have also set up some settings for like not using IPv6, which was something was stated on like a Reddit thread about troubleshooting, and those things have like stopped the buffering on my end for most part, because I had the issue that no matter who I was watching, all of Twitch streams were buffering at the same time. So I was like, that's surely on my end. At the moment I get a small amount of buffer on like Nat stream, not on Matt 500 stream, not on Cagetrick stream, but mostly like a small amount of buffer on Nat stream. So I'm assuming it's not on my end anymore, so it's probably just like the distance and like some routing and whatever, but surely that would mean that the connection to the Twitch side would work. I sometimes test on an alt account. Can't believe you have a alt account. Can't believe this. I actually also have a bot account, so maybe I could use that as well. Yeah, true. I'll check this broadband test, and if that still like sends out the notifications and all that stuff, I guess I could then like start using the like a second account for that instead. I've had no buffering issues on my PC, so I'm guessing there's some weird Mac thing. Okay, I see. Well, that's at least good. So it's not like on both ends then. Like you having it on mine and me having it on yours. Because it has been a bit random on yours as well. Like some streams I have none of it and sometimes there's like a small amount. But then when it was like really broken, it was like truly like 5 to 6 seconds. I had to have a delay of like a massive amount for it to like run smoothly. And if I like refreshed it, it would like buffer and buffer and buffer until it got like enough of a delay before it like kept the connection sort of stable. But yeah, so to hopefully be rid of any technical difficulties on the Saturday stream, I'll be doing a test for the broadband on probably tomorrow or on Tuesday evening. But yeah, otherwise we'll see you guys on the, well, regardless, we'll see you guys on the Friday stream then. Bye. Also, let's see the cards first. Can't believe I waved you guys. Awkward as hell. 4 green, 1 yellow, 1 red cards. Very nice. I think we've had this good card haul in a long time. Maybe since the concrete pouring stream. I don't think we've had this good. I don't think we've had it this good, guys. Very nice. But yeah, thank you guys. Bye.
Mm-hmm.